Hi guys, it's Marcus here. So this is the second video where we already connected TJBot to the MQTT. So now what we wanted to do is work with voice, like the listening commands from TJBot. So every time he listens something or hears something, he should shoot it up to MQT via MQTT to the Watson IoT platform, and we grab it from there in Node.js and process it and then send something back to confirm, let him speak. So basically the scenario is we have, there's a microphone obviously in the Raspberry Pi, then there's also a speaker. So the one thing I did in our case here is on the bottom I used a USB adapter for the phone jack. That makes it a bit less noisy interference. So basically what happens is TJ will send us what he hears in Node-RED, we analyze it, and then we can switch on the light, for example. So the one thing you have to do is, in order to get this working, is you have to go and add speech-to-text services and text-to-speech services in the marketplace to your Node-RED environment as well. You probably, depending on how you do this, we're going to process some of that stuff also on the device itself. So you're going to need the password and the username. So you find them in the catalog and then you add them to your Node-RED instance, and you will also need them for the little controller program. There is a file called config which will need these username passwords. Okay, so let's start. So the way it works is we have our TJBot, so we have our little controller program. So we're going to just start this program again. We go to our Node-RED instance. So we see here he's fired up. So as you know from last time, we still have the capabilities of basically switching light off or on, set it to red or green, and so forth. So what we want to do now is do this with voice. So let's switch it off. So let's try this. So here we see the words he's sending us. Switch the light to green. Oh, so we got the text back. It's not green for some reason, but he's keep listening, so he doesn't stop and keep sending us. Change the light to blue. Let's see if I can do this. Change the light to blue. So now it's blue. Change the light to green. Turn the light off.
Okay, I turned the light off.
See, now in this case we get a confirmation, so I added some confirmation here. So we can actually have him speak. And the way it works is like I send the text down to our controller program, which then plays it up. So if I can do this here.
Hello there.
So we can just have him say anything really. So pretty simple.
Hello world.
So that works fine. So the problem with this is obviously he keeps listening and shoots us all the stuff and never stops. So if you actually say a command sequence, then it could just end up in doing the same thing over and over and again. Like, you know, set the light blue, because he keeps hearing himself. So what you want to do is add a stop word or add a hot word. So when he hears that hot word, then he actually starts processing the text. So I'm setting here this hot word to, and you can see this comes back here. He sets it. So his name is now PJ, and We do get this back here as well as a confirmation what his name is every 5 seconds. So we see here there's a status, and here when we get a message we see his bot name is PJ, and we're going to use this PJ as a hot word basically to see if the sentence contains that word. Pretty simple, straightforward. So let's try this. Let's see what we have here. Here, mate. PJ, make your arm wave.
Okay, we'll wave.
So that works. So this logic basically works. So if every time we hear PJ and the sentence has very simple make in it, then it's gonna wave the arm. So let's try something else. PJ, move your arm back.
Okay, we'll move arm back.
We have the command, but it didn't work. PJ, make a wave.
Okay, we'll wave.
Why did our background work here? PJ, move your arm up.
Okay, we'll move arm up.
Okay, so you get the picture. So this is basically how we got this to work. So it's not too sophisticated yet, but it's a good start. So the next part is we're gonna basically use this functionality and add our conversation piece in this. So the next session will be about using the Watson conversation in Node.js with a hot word. So we're basically doing the same thing, except we're gonna have a conversation engine from Watson in there interpreting what's coming up and what we're gonna shoot down. Okay, I hope that made sense. Let me know if you have questions, and talk to you soon.